G'day, how you going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my Friday Night Live. I think we're up to episode 119 to be exact. Now this show goes for about 1 hour. So what I need to do is quickly do a sound check before I get started, because I don't want to go so far through it and my microphone's not getting picked up. So as I am a one-man band, I do need to do a sound check. So bear with me. As I am a one-man band, I do need to do a sound check. So there we go. It's working great, gratingly great. All right. Now I've got my other screen here. Turn on subscribers mode only. So if you're not a subscriber, you cannot comment in the live show only. But if you want to comment, just simply give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, okay? And you can comment in the live show. Everyone that comments in my Friday Night Lives, I do my darndest to acknowledge everyone's comment and question there, okay? That's what it's all about, this show, me connecting with you, my followers, okay? So we'll get on with the show. And I have a few people to thank. I'll say this a few times throughout the show. They send me monetary supports throughout the term of each show. And we've got Debbie Stevens, Patricia Scala and James Anderson. Thank you very much. And I got a few questions that came in as well, which I will address. Now, I've discovered that I've been noticing some questions in my art group, Ianapolis Art Network, my Facebook group. So what I'm starting to do as well is I'm copy and pasting those and they'll get printed out. I've only got one for this week, but and any questions you have in my YouTube comments, like you might be commenting, I watched your painting, but blah, blah, blah is my question. That gets printed out as well, along with your name, and they get addressed in the following Friday Night Live. That's what the show's all about. Okay, so who we got here? We got Eileen Carouse. Good morning, Eileen Carouse. Now, we're coming at you live from Perth, Western Australia, my time. It's 9 a.m. Saturday morning here, but I do advertise it for 9 p.m. New York time, because a lot of people around the earth can relate to New York more than Perth, because some people don't even know where little old Perth is. But then again, there are people that do. Anyway, so we'll get on with the show. And also, I would just like to put the link into my art group page as well, so any members in my art group page can also jump on board and enjoy the show as well. Now, I have been noticing in my art group as well, but there's been some, as people do, you can invite friends to a group that you're in, but certain groups such as mine, they have a few questions to answer, and you need to be involved with the arts as well, not just be an audience and sit there stagnantly. Do like the members to be creative and active within the group. So if you are going to invite any friends to the group, be sure to tell them, hey, there are some questions you're going to have to answer, and you need to be a little bit active within the group. Don't just sit back, okay? I do know you like to have your friends there to see your stuff, but it's a closed group, and this is helping protect all the members within the group, okay? Let me just enlarge this a bit so I can see. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. Look at that. Now, who are Eileen Carouse, B. Dyer. G'day, B. Dyer. We've got Linda Chamberlain. Hello, Linda. Patty Miner. Patty Miner is a member of mine. Thank you for joining, Patty. And you can see Patty's got a little logo of my face next to her name, along with Linda Simons. That's what you get a few perks when you become a member in my YouTube channel. Just hit the join tab below. Where are we? Over here, I think. That's it. So we've got Eileen Carouse, Deborah Gray. Hello, everybody. Luck 1800. I love your work. Thank you very much. And I love the love hearts you're sending my way as well. And we've got Linda Simons there as well, another YouTube member. Also, I do have quite a few, what do you call it? I would like to thank all my patrons who support my content every month. Much appreciated. It really helps my channel go along, okay? Why is this on there? I need to change that to that, because I just want to, let's go again. Oh, I've hit the wrong tab, that's why, sorry. I am a one-man band. There's no one here helping me produce these shows, so sometimes things are live, they're raw, they're real, and mistakes happen, okay? Where am I looking for my members? There's about 30 plus members in my YouTube channel, and they get perks such as emojis, badges, they get shout outs whenever I find the time to do a live painting. When I'm doing a live painting, I'm not commenting to the people in the chat. I'm just painting live for you. But when I see a member there, because their name is more highlighted than the average, they get a big shout out as well. Okay. And there's like Gloria Lau, Warren Barnes, Linda Simons, as I said. I'll just go through their names. NH Nikki, Shah Bissett, Deborah Jakar, Yosenka, James Anderson, Tara Hoyt, Celeste Watson, Danette Smith, Wilma Vrom, Paddy Miner, Blissful Spirits, Cherie Fona, D Flat 821, Pav. Oh, there's some funny names in there. Pavariz Nazim, V. Alexander, Lillian, we've got Siobhan, we've got William, Bev, Marion, Lisa Carroll, American Diggers, Fernand, Paula, Cinnamon, Scott Cinnamon, Mary Ham, Janice Burns, Cindy, Barry, Greg, and Jeff. Thank you very much for supporting my channel in the members section. And like I said, just hit the join tab below if you want to become a member. Okay, what do we got here? Linda Simons, Mary Beth. Now you got some funny names here. I might have to stick to the first names if it's a bit hard for me to read, because I'm not that what do you call it, where you can't read properly. I do my best though. Mary Beth Vleux. It's probably got a totally different sound, but anyway, I tried. Hi Ian, you're a great teacher. Thank you very much. The beautiful Lisa Carroll's here as well. She's another member of mine. Thank you very much for supporting my content. Lovely Lisa there. Hello the house. Hi Ian and all, I made it. Good to see you here, Lisa. And if you're wondering what that painting is up there, the lovely Lisa Carroll painted that for me, and out of the goodness of her heart, she sent it to me as a wonderful gift. Much appreciated there. We've got two mouses here. Got to remember which mouse I'm playing with, don't I? Adeline Casiba. Hello, Ian from Tampa, Florida. Love watching your live videos. You're amazing. Thank you very much, Adelina. Douglas Harris, great name there. It's 2/3 of my name, because my full name, believe it or not, is Ian Douglas Harris. But there we go. We've got Douglas Harris in the group here. Good evening, Ian from the Philippines. Welcome from the Philippines. Good to have you here. Have we all got a coffee? I've got a question here I'm going to read out. So if you do want me to read your comment, hold back until I'm finished here. Then I can address the screen some more, because I hate to go through this show and the odd few person go, oh, I didn't get to my name there. Okay. All right. So we've got Linda Chamberlain here. Can anyone tell me, after doing the sky with retarder, putting in some clouds, just starting to blend my clouds are turning blue on me? Help me. So she's put her gear onto the canvas and she's starting to blend the clouds. Is that blending? I'm put some clouds on, starting to blend my clouds are turning blue. Well, what you got to do, if you don't have these brushes, which are my blending brushes that I use in a putter on a brush, grab yourself some, message me on Facebook. They're $45 US, and that gets them to your door wherever you live in the world. And that's from as of this date. They could change in the future. These brushes are excellent for blending clouds the way I do my clouds in skies. The way I teach clouds, it's a method that I've created myself, and it works if you follow my method, and it's pretty easy. Now, poor Linda Chamberlain here, her clouds are turning blue. What you got to do, I'll show you from scratch. And lo and behold, I have forgotten. I was going to bring two little bits of canvas in, and while I was talking, I was going to dress this as I'm painting it in front of you, but I'm going to do that next week, okay? So what you do, you've seen me paint the raw canvas with the soft acrylic paint. I just call it craft paint, okay? It's a soft-bodied acrylic paint, titanium white, and I mix that with retarder to get the, you know how the oil artists, they have their magic white? Well, I have that on there, okay? And it's acrylic with retarder. Then I pick up the color I'm going to paint my sky. No retarder in there. And I simply get that all over the white, mesh it in, stroke it left and right like a pure gentleman, and get it perfect until I'm happy with the way the sky looks. Then I'll go and pick up a fan brush. I prefer to use a fan brush. You can use whatever works for you. Now, this is simply answering Lisa Chamberlain's question here, and it's a question that a lot of people ask and get confused with. Simply pick up your paint, stamp on your cloud. Don't mush it in because you're already starting to mix it with the blue. You got to stamp it on. Okay, once you've stamped it onto your shape and you're happy with it, get your blending brush. Now see this brush, you've got the whole flat here and you got the corner. Okay, what I do is I'm contacting the canvas with the corner and I'm starting to move and see what's happening, and I'll always have a rag wiping it as I go, and then I go to the actual whole foot of the end of the bristles here, and then I start creating turmoil, doing some drags, wiping it again. If you're doing this right into your blue paint on your cloud, you're going to push it right into the blue paint and they are going to turn blue. It's all about practice. Play around with your blending brush, just dancing it, twisting it. You have a rag in one hand and you're just doing this, and watch the magic happen in front of your eyes. Practice a procedure until you get it going, and once you master it, you'll be doing clouds until the cows come home. Who else we got here? Adelina. Hello, Ian from Tampa, Florida. Love watching your videos. You're amazing. I read that one. So where have I gone? I've gone. Okay, here we go. Hello from the Philippines. Ian Douglas Harris, Guru, part 4 name. Okay, yes. Well, I can be Ian Douglas Harris, Guru. Good morning, everybody, says Barry Redburn, another member of mine. Hello and welcome, Barry. Okay, give me some questions in the chats as well, if you like. It's I need your chats to come through as well. I do know I said hold off while I read this out, but still keep them coming. We got one here from Cheryl Barnes Rayner. I've been using painter's tape to put on my canvases before painting, but it usually bleeds. What do you do to help that, or do you paint over it? So what do you do to help? Okay, I simply tape my canvas to my board just for filming purposes to get it over there, because I'm just using canvas cloth and it's a bit hard to paint on canvas cloth if it's just sitting there loose. So I simply tape it onto I have a board screwed to my table easel sitting up so I can stand up and paint. I simply tape it on there just for filming purposes. But if you want to tape it to have a decorative edge, find the best canvas that's going to work for that tape, and find a good tape like a frog tape. They're more expensive tapes that don't bleed. When you go to your hardware store, ask for a masking tape that doesn't promote bleeding. Bleeding is when you put your tape on your canvas and you paint it and the paint seeps under the tape. That's called bleeding. There are tapes that won't let that happen, but if you've got that tape and you've got it on a coarse canvas, well, if there's gaps between your tape and the canvas, well, naturally it's going to bleed anyway. So be aware of that as well. And a lot of it is just simple common sense as well. And if you've taken it off and you want that border there and you've got a bit of bleeding, well, just simply get white paint and paint the whole border again. Okay, it's up to you. You're doing your art job. You're the creator of that art. It's up to you how you make it turn out and what you're happy with, regardless what anyone else thinks of it. Because when people walk past your work and look at it, they're either going to like it or not. And when they like it, they let you know. Okay, Linda Chamberlain. Beautiful cyber hugs and kisses to you. No, big cyber hugs and kisses to you, to the beautiful Linda Chamberlain. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Now, super chat is enabled in my live chats. You will see where you write your comment. There is a little grey $sign. If you want to support my live show there, just simply hit the super chat and scroll or slide the bar to where you're happy with supporting my content in this show. Barry Radburn saying hello to Lisa and Patty there. Lisa Carroll, what is the longest amount of time you have not painted, and when you came back, was it pretty easy or just step back into it? Well, I'll tell you what now. I haven't painted for a long time now, as a lot of you might have noticed from my channel, because I've been very busy with working. I myself, there's you out there that at home, you sit at home when you got the time and the mood and the mojo's happening, you sit down and paint. But for me, I've got that, but I've also got to do the filming purposes, because lo and behold, if I go and paint some paintings and post it, because I've created my channel and what I do, I'm committed to put videos behind my work. So for me, I need more than just me mojo. I've got to be in the, I've got to set up the filming side of it as well. So it is a bit more for me to get the flows, get the juices going, so to speak. So I haven't painted in a while, simply because I have been busy, and there've been 1 or 2 days I've gone out there and I've been flat. It's like writer's block. And I'm going, what am I going to paint? I really don't know what I'm going to paint. I don't want to just put anything out there just for the hell of it, just for the hell of filming it, putting something on there. And then another day I've gone out there, I've set up all the camera work, and now I go, right, I'm setting this up, setting that up. And I've gone and turned my laptop on, trying to get some inspiration. I'm like, I still don't know what I'm going to paint. And I thought, well, I'm not going to try and paint if I don't know what I'm going to paint. So I just shut the studio down and walked out again, and then got back onto the roof and did some more work. So it's about the same for you, but just the added pressure of having to set up and do the filming things beside it. Because once I've done the filming, there's also anyone else that does filming and editing. There's the editing process behind that as well, and producing the actual video. Okay, one of my videos, for those people who don't know, my recent videos, for me to create one of them from start to finish, it's about 12 hours of work actually filming. I mean, the painting might not take several hours to do, but with the filming, stopping and starting, as you've seen in behind the scenes, just how sometimes some time it takes to create the videos. From start to finish, you've got about 12 hours of actual work there. I might have a little bit of change out of 12 hours, but that's roughly how long it takes for me to create the quality of my videos that I'm producing now. And that's why it's always much appreciated when people support my channel, as do a lot of other YouTubers. They need support because we do it for nothing. It costs you nothing to watch it. The only time it costs you something is if you want to support the creator, such as myself. Okay. Hey, Ian, hugs. Thank you, Bev Sowers. Hugs back to you, sweetheart. You're beautiful, aren't you? Lisa Carroll, when you paint over a previous used canvas, do you sand it before gesso, or just gesso over it and get right into it? Good question there. I have, I'm going to tilt my screen a bit if I can. I've got it balancing on a walking stick, haven't I? I've done it through trial and error in the past. I've painted over canvases. I think that people call it reclaiming a canvas. You're going to reclaim a canvas. It's when you've got a snotty old painting you don't really like. And you know what? I want to paint something. I don't have a canvas. I don't like that piece of snot, so I'm going to reclaim it. So what you do, anything you're going to paint on that's not a canvas from the shop, you need to gesso it, okay? Whether it's a bit of wood, a bit of whatever. You've got something you want to paint on, a surfboard or a guitar, you need to gesso it first, let it dry, then do your method of painting on top of it. When you're reclaiming a canvas, I have done it without sanding it, but it is a good practice to sand it back lightly, just to get the surface, get that sheen back off the surface and get a bit of toothness back onto that surface. Now you can use appropriate grit sandpaper, or there are steel wool you can get from the there's a fine, medium, and a coarse medium steel wools you can get from the hardware stores, and they're actually good for sanding like rounded furniture legs and stuff like that. That's actually good for scoring up a reclaiming canvas as well, so long as you wipe all the crumbs off before you start painting. Once you've sanded back your reclaimed canvas, just simply gesso it one way, let it dry, gesso it the other way, let it dry. Depends how anal you want to get. Let that dry and then go to town on it. If you want to paint the way I paint, you can put your craft paint, your retarder on, put that on. When it's wet, put your sky color on without retarder in it, stamp on your clouds and blend. Let that dry, then you can paint the rest of the details on top of it. But that's generally how I would reclaim a canvas. Everyone is different, everyone is unique. So somebody might do it a different way, and someone might say, well, no, that's not how you do it. You do it this way. Everybody's way is always the right way, but the only way the right way is the way you're happy with, okay? Hello, Barry, says Paddy Miner. Greg Sexton. G'day, Mr. Greg Sexton. Paddy Miner and Greg Sexton and Bev Sowers, they are members of mine as well. Look at their little logos next to their name there. Thank you very much. Made it. Hello, Ian, and everybody in the room, says Mr. Greg Sexton. Got a bit of an itchy nose, so I'll use 2 fingers to rub it this time so it doesn't look so awkward. B. Dyer. My trees don't look real. That's okay. How can I paint texture on my trees? Do it in stages. Don't rush it. Block in some colors, some light and dark colors. Look at a tree, squint your eyes and look at it, or get your actual phone and put your camera on and look at it through your phone. That's another good way of squinting your eyes, and you'll see the light and dark areas. Get those light and dark areas done, and then practice some leaves. Let them dry, and then build it up with some more thick paint and leaves. And just, is that what you're after? Some texture? Yeah, you want texture on your leaves? Do it in stages. If you're doing it when it's all wet, it's going to sink inside of each other, okay? Nurulat Pamira, hello. Did I pronounce your name correctly? If you can spell it the way it's pronounced, I'm going to try it again. Noralite or Noralit. Noralit. Unique looking name. I've never seen that one before. Susan Chambers. Hello, Ian. Can you explain? Did I put that on there? Can you explain? Yes, I did. Can you explain dry brushing, wet brushing, and scrambling? Good question there. I can explain to the extent of only what I understand about it and what I know. Now, you want dry. Can you understand about dry? So you want dry, you want wet, and you want scrambling. So what I would assume, like when I'm painting, let's say mist into a painting, the paint background is reasonably dry. You've got some paint on your brush. You've wiped most of it off, and you're doing it over dry paint, and you're just barely touching the canvas, and you're creating this fog or smoke or mist over you're painting over dry. When it's wet, explain wet brushing. So there's wet on wet, like the way I do my skies. The paint's wet on the canvas and the paint you're putting on is wet, but thin paint always sticks to the thicker paint. So if you've got a thin wet paint on your canvas and then you've gone and picked up some thicker wet paint, it's going to be bloody hard to get that on there. It's just going to stay on your brush and not connect. So you need it the other way around. You need the paint that's wet on your canvas a lot thicker, and then you can add a thinner paint that's wet and put that on there, okay? And scrambling is simply like, instead of painting clouds the way I paint them, you might put a cloud on the sky. It's not retarded paint, so it's going to dry quicker. So once you've put a bit on there, you can wipe your brush and you scrumble it in. Or another good example, what I try and tell people, when you're painting, let's say you've painted an animal, but they've gone and put a hard dark line around the edge of it. That cartoon makes it look cartoony looking. That's what I call it. But let's just say you've got a brown dog and you've gone and put a darker black or brown around, and you've done the whole dark outline edge. Well, instead of leaving that, grab your appropriate size brush, and as you're putting that dark edge on there, get your paint brush and scrumble that color and let it fade into the color of the dog's body. So it's now not a line around the edge of it. It looks like it's got dark tones and values within it. Because remember, there are no lines in nature, okay? Douglas Harris retracted his comment there. Susan Chambers, can you explain? So I hope that helped you there, Susan. Missy, hello, Missy Gold. Good to have you here. Douglas Harris, did you ever action off? No, I haven't yet. You'll know about it when I do. Keep an eye on the community page in my YouTube channel. Everything is posted there when I do post things there. It's not a regular thing that happens every day, but when I do auction that off, I will be announcing it so people will be knowing of it. And then if you are subscribed and hit the notification bell when that video is up, you'll know it's on, because it'll say auction or something to do with it, and then you can watch it. And because I've still got to work out how I'm going to do it, and how I am going to do it is simply in the comments have people bidding in there. You're more than welcome to say hello or I love this or whatever, but that's when I keep an eye on that auction video. Those comments will be deleted. So only, let's just say someone's started at $100, and they'll have their name there, and it'll just say $100. And then someone go, all right, well, I'm going to do 110. Someone might say, "G'day, Ian, this is so great." Well, I'll read that, but I'll delete it so it's just the auction bids within the comment, and it'll go for, I don't know how long it'll go yet, but I'll work that out. And but I do know how long it's going to go, but I'll tell you that when it gets closer to the thing. And then the obviously the highest bidder will receive the jacket there. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. But I haven't even had time to put that together. I'm barely keeping up trying to feed my cats. Mary Lou is back, the one that was missing for 8 months. She's eating so much, going to work, feeding them, cleaning my house, doing the washing, the everything that goes on in the house, and then having time to go into the studio. So it's all chaos here, but organized chaos. So things do take time. Do you ever? So yeah, you will know, Douglas, when it's been auctioned off. Missy Gold, Ian, is it wrong that I find makeup brushes work better for me than actual paint brushes? Is it wrong? Anything can work if it's going to work for you. Like I said before, everyone is different, unique, and an individual. We're right-handed, we're left-handed, we're colorblind, we're not. We have whatever, everyone's different, and these behaviors, whatever makes you different from everyone else, these things show up in your work. It creates your style, your habit, and everything like that. If a makeup brush is going to work for you and you can get whatever you're happy with, that's all it takes. It's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. Okay, Missy. Chastity Root, cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Much appreciated there. Bev Sowers, can you go back up and see my question, please? Or you could have just simply rewrote it because it's hard to go back up, but I'll try, Bev. All right, so what color are you? You're green. Let's see. Where's Bev Sowers? Hey, Ian, hugs. Is that the one? Mwah. Big hugs to you, Bev Sowers. Was that the one? Was it the one? Mate, so I've missed from where I highlighted. I have found out the white retarder we can get here in the US works just as good as yours, clear retarder. Yes, okay, that's good to hear. I just use Jasonjays or Atelier. Hey, Ian, hugs back to you, Bev Sowers. Lisa Carroll, when you paint over a previous used canvas, do you read that one? Hi, Barry, I made it. Hello, everyone in the room, read that one. My trees don't, read that one. Hi, Ian, can you explain dry brush? I read that one. Hello, Missy Gold. Hey there, I'm down to here. Sometimes answers are taking longer and I'm forgetting where I am in the chat. Do you read that one? Did I auction the jacket? What is wrong with a makeup brush? Nothing. Chastity Roots, once again, thank you for your super chat donation. Bev Sowers, can you go back up to my question, please? Well, hopefully I went to the right question. Susan Chambers, thank you, Ian. Excellent information. And I will rewatch this video and write it down. That's what it's all about as well. When you've watched a video, you might think, you know what, there was something in there. And that's how you use these YouTube videos. Go back and rewatch them or watch that part. It's the same with my tutorials. Watch the whole tutorial first. Just let it soak in and absorb what's going to happen on the canvas. And you go, you know what, I really want to do that painting. So you know what to get. Get the colors that I've used or something similar. You get yourself set up and then you can watch a bit. Okay, that's all how the sky is going to go. I need this amount of time, this, that, and the other, rah, rah, rah. Right, I've got it. So then you can paint your sky and then you can go back and watch it. Or you can just watch a video just for one section of it where I painted the water or this part or that part. D-flat 821. Great info, Ian. Thanks for the brushes. Thank you very much. Whoops, I've got to catch up a lot here. Missy Gold, I am subscribed. Thank you very much, Missy Gold. Good on you. Well, make sure you hit the notification bell and you're signed into your YouTube app on your phone and you have notifications turned on. So when I do upload a video, you will get a ding. You are a wonderful teacher. I love your style, says Patty Meyer. Thank you very much. You're so sweet and gorgeous, aren't you? Missy Gold, what is... Wait. What is this, a auction? I am a subscriber. Okay, well, I wear, not this one. I've got another lab coat that I wear in my studio and it's getting a bit on. And instead of just, it's a good piece of memorabilia. It's in hundreds of videos of mine. I'm going to auction it off. Okay, I'm going to create a video when I get the time, and I'm going to auction it off in the video. And the video, you simply comment your auction bid. The video will go for a certain amount of time, and at the end of that time, it'll go to obviously the highest bidder. And the money from that helps me buy materials for my studio, because they are not cheap, and I pay for them out of my own pocket. And it's simply me showing you how I can paint and what you can paint, and it costs you nothing to watch. It's that wonderful. No lol. Okay, well, Bev, just simply write it down again, and it'll help me out immensely. D flat. Why do my paintings look better after I walk away for a while? Because it's simply absorbed in. It's like you might eat something, which I know I have, and you sort of, yeah, I don't know. And then once the dust had settled, you go, you know what? I quite like that. And when you meet someone, you might meet somebody, it's the same principle, and you go, who's that? Who's he or who's she? Or you're dating them, you're not too sure, this, that, and the other. But after a while, well, say with a relationship, it takes a while, but it could be weeks, months, or years. It settles in. It's like they just mean so much to you. Same principle. When you meet someone, it's not a bad person. The same principle with your painting. I've done it too, and it's happened to everybody. You've done a painting, you're probably not too keen on it, or you're not too sure, but you probably weren't looking at it the way, because everyone looks at things differently, and then you're probably looking at it so different than the way you first looked at it, and you can actually see shadows and corners and angles, and you're like, wow, I like it. And on that note, you can also, when you're looking back at paintings, you can also analyze and think, I can see where it's just not right, and now I can see where I can make it better looking, and it can also help you that way there. D flat. Lol, says D flat. Now back to here. Got to catch up. Missy Gold, thank you. I feel more comfortable with them. Good on you. Karen Parker. G'day, Karen Parker. Good to have you here, sweetheart. Lovely to see your comment here. Hello, Ian and everyone. So good to be here. Karen is one of my early followers from when I started on YouTube. There's a few. I think Bev Sowers is one. Way back in early years. So it's good to see people still giving me support. Good on you, Karen Parker. Missy Gold, welcome to Ianapolis Army. So Missy Gold just became a member of my YouTube channel there. So just hit the join button there if you want to become a member of my YouTube channel. Okay, and it's just your way of simply supporting me as well. There are perks you get. You can look at the emojis there and see what emojis you can use. You get shout outs when I go live. Bev Sowers, it shows it through, but when I'm not seeing it, it's oh, hang on. It shows it went through. Oh, your comment, okay, but you're not seeing it. It's a long one. Well, you can write it again. That's what this show's all about. I can't scroll back now because it's just, I just can't do it. So I'd love to, but everyone will be waiting. Just simply rewrite it again, Bev. I know you can do it. You can do it, sweetheart. It won't let me copy and paste. Okay, well, just write it again. Lisa Carroll, Ian, if Ian misses a question, it's easy for everyone if you just retype it. If someone else sees Bev Sowers' big, long question as well, maybe you can copy and paste it. I don't know why you can't copy and paste it. Shah Bissett. Hello, Shah Bissett and everybody. Another member of mine. Missy Gold is a new member now. And you might notice different colours. Members have different colours. That's just the period, how long you've been a member for. Every month or so, it changes colour. Thank you, Lisa. Willa Hurliman. Hello, Willa. Missy Gold. Can I use mica powders to paint? I can't answer that question because I don't know what they are and I've never used them myself. So if someone else has used them in the chat, please give us a comment here. And I did also join. Good to see you there. Patty Miner. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Good job, she says. I'm trying to catch up on all the comments here. I've been a bit lazy. Missy Gold, oh, how awesome. Linda Simons, another member of mine. I'm learning so much from your art tutorials, and it's became a bit much, but totally enjoying the journey. Thank you so much for all your videos. Thank you very much for your feedback there. Lisa Carroll, Missy Gold, I have used anything at hand to paint, makeup brushes, Q-tips, crinkle paper. Use what you feel is comfy with you. Exactly. Yeah, you can use Q-tips, crinkled up paper, bits of sponge, whatever you want. Welcome to the group, Missy, says Barry. Good on you for your welcoming words there, Barry. Hit the thumbs up, everybody, says Lisa Carroll. Yeah, don't be shy. Hit the thumbs up. Support the guru. Sharon Craver, I love watching you paint. Thank you very much, Shaver. Is it Sharon? No, Sharon Craver. Shaver, I put the two words together. I love watching you paint. Thank you very much. Bev Sowers. Every time I retype it, it's showing it won't. I won't worry about it. What's the point? No, well, I scrolled back and I couldn't see a long one from you. Well, break it down. What was the comment? I'm curious to know now, Bev Sowers. Or if you message me in Facebook, do it in Facebook now, because I've got another page open. I can see it there and I'll read it. How's that? I'm helping you out there. So do it in Facebook. Message me in Facebook Messenger and I'll read it, because you can write long ones in there. Thank you all. This is Nahida. Thank you very much for explaining that, Nahida. Welcome to the show. I hope you can understand my English okay. You look like you're from some Arabian country, or I don't know, by the font. Tell me where you're from. Missy Gold, can I use mica powder paints with everything if it makes it thick? Yeah, like I said, if someone's used it before, they can answer that question. Jerry Powell's in the room. G'day, Jerry Powell. Welcome. Guru, am I coming through? Yes, you are. I've just had a backlog of comments. I've been trying to catch up. It's like running up to the bus because you missed the bus and you're trying to catch it. Greg Sexton, you get cool emojis too. See, so Greg's just put the emoji. I mean, is that the amazing? There's amazing and wow and bullshit and the guru. There's all these emojis you can add in your comments there, and they're customized to my members only. Lisa Carroll, Bev, sometimes it won't let you post if it's really long. Break it into sections. Well, like I said, you send me one in Facebook and I'll get it. I've got my Facebook Messenger opened on another screen there. So if you message me there to your heart's content, sweetheart, and I'll read it out. I can't find the one from Bev. Well, obviously it's not showing up for everybody. Missy Gold, it's kind of like baby powder, but you mix it with other things and it turns it into a liquid, and you can make it as thick, as thin as you like. Well, there you go. Here we go. That must, yes, Beverly Sowers. So let's have a look at Beverly Sowers. How long is it? Oh, it's not that long. I'll just go to this screen here. Hey, Lowell, not sure what's up with my question, not going through. I buy all Atelier interactive paints. I have about 5 tubes that are messed up. A few come out so thick and dry like, yes, I understand my ochre yellows like ochre yellow oxides like that. And a few of them come out, oil comes out. That's because they're not mixed. You need to get the air out of the tube, put the cap back on and just massage the tube, because oil comes out. Even though they are acrylic, they are spoiled. Do paints go bad? Paints can go bad if they're very old. Maybe you bought a very old patch from a shop, I don't know. But there are some structured Atelier paints and there are some flow body types as well. So keep a look at what you're actually buying. Okay, I have opened I think it's certain colors. I've opened a tube just the last time I did a painting. I can't remember what color it was, but when I opened it and put it out, the clear liquid came out, looked like oil first, and then the color came out, and I thought, oh, bugger. So the best way to accommodate that problem is squeeze most of the air out of it, get the tube back on there, and then you got room around to massage it all through the tube, okay? So yeah, and like I think it was the ochre yellow. It's really thick, and I don't like it like that either. I like the the flow type ones, the softer bodied ones. What was that? Oh, that's House of Deals. Oh, well, this is to do with the show as well. So a big thank you there to House of Deals for your PayPal support. People do it through PayPal as well. There is a PayPal link there. It's donate here. I might change it to PayPal, but it's the donate here link. People send support through that link as well. Underneath my video, there's about a dozen links. Just see what they are. There's the links. I'll go through them actually. There is the link to join my YouTube channel, or you just simply hit the join button below the video. There's the donate here, which is the PayPal link, which the PayPal, when you want to buy the brushes or a painting of mine, it's all done through PayPal, and that's how you pay for things there, or simply support. My merchandise, which is underneath, you can buy all Ianapolis merchandise. The Instagram, which I don't use, it's there. My Facebook page, if you need to message me. My Patreon page, my videos, it takes you to all my videos on my YouTube channel. There's over nearly hitting 500 there now. My art for sale, that doesn't get updated regularly. You just simply message me and go, is this painting available? I like to purchase it. Ianapolis Art Network, which is my Facebook group. My bloopers channel, I do have some behind the scene bloopers, but they do contain mild or coarse language, so be aware of that. If that's not your cup of tea, don't watch them. Don't watch them and go, oh, I don't like that, and comment to me and go, I don't like it, because it just gets wiped off. And there's my traceable and reference pick. Takes you to the traceables relevant to my YouTube tutorials and reference pictures. And I've also chucked in a Google Translate. You just copy and paste the language you're trying to translate. It detects it and tells you exactly what it's saying. Where are we? I've got to catch up to here now. Greg Sexton, bullshit. Oh, Kuwait. Nahida is from Kuwait. Good to have you here, all the way from Kuwait. Shah Bissett, where does your name Ianapolis come from? It comes from, well, obviously my name, Ian. And I've mentioned this a few times. I used to race go-karts. Pretty good racing around a track. I love cars. I love rebuilding cars, customizing cars, rebuilding engines. I've always mucked with cars in my earlier days. And one of my mates just said, oh, you Ianapolis famous race car driver. The way he spat it out, because to him, he was a lot younger than, well, he is a lot younger than me. But it sort of sounded like the Indianapolis, but it wasn't taken from the Indianapolis, that place in America. But the way he's put my name in front of Apolis, because I used to call myself Eenie Barberini. None of you ever knew that. But always had nicknames for things. And I thought, Ianapolis, that's quite, I like it. It had a ring to it and it stuck. So that was about, I can't remember now. How long ago would have that been? I can't even remember. Many years ago. So that's where the name came from. Susan Chambers, I painted a lady on the dunes and the other day standing looking at the ocean with nice fedora of summer hat, a white dress. I have gotten more compliments on that than good paintings. Thank you very much, Susan. I know the painting you're talking about. Bev Sowers sent a Facebook message. Thank you, Ian. Yes, you did. Okay, I'm just reading something here. Bev Sowers, I got your message there as well. Missy Gold, what is your favourite paint to use? I like using Atelier paints because they're just brilliant for what I use, the way I paint. Good job, Susan. How about the cost of colours and brushes? Are they the same price or become expensive? Brushes, you go to your art store, there's good brushes, bad brushes, cheap brushes, expensive brushes. I've had expensive brushes that don't even last the test of time. I've had cheap brushes that outlast expensive brushes. My brushes here, they cost you $45 US if you want. You get these three here. I don't make anything out of that. That cost is the purchasing of the brushes. the postage, labelling, handling, and all the fees involved in transferring the money backwards and forwards. You get 2 blending brushes and the putter on a brush. They're $45 payable through PayPal, and they get sent to you no matter where you live in the world. Okay, Greg Sexton, I've just add a little water to my brush when that paint is too thick. Yeah, you can do that. Whoever asked that question about, I think it was Bev Sowers, when the paint was too thick. Your bloopers are awesome, says Shah Bissett. Thank you very much. Love the bloopers, says Greg Sexton. They're amazing. Lisa Carroll, I never knew till just now you could use PayPal during the show. Eanie Barberini. Eanie Barber. I had it on the back of my car in fancy font, just Eanie Barberini. I don't know why I put names like that, but it's just something I've done. It's like my cat Steve. His name's Steve, but I call him Sturdy Burn. I don't know where it come from, but when he's at home, I go, Sturdy Burn. It's just something I do. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, Danette Smith. Thank you very much for your super chat donation there. Much appreciated. Bev Sowers, yes, I like nicknames. Lol, you used to call me sunglasses years ago. Yeah, you got the glasses. I love sunglasses. I love sunglasses, and they give off a vibe. It's something else that people have facets about. Like, I used to love mowing the lawn when I was young. I don't know why. I love mowing the lawn, and I'd even like, the neighbour's lawn needs mowing. I just wanted to mow their lawn because I like mowing. And lo and behold, my neighbour's son, he's only 6 or 8, I can't remember, but he loves mowing the lawn. And I said to his mother, does he want to mow my lawn? And I'll pay him. So the young kid across the road is my lawnmower man now, and he makes a good profit from it too. That's me, Ian. I need brushes, please. That's me. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Jerry Powell. Jerry Powell send it through there. Okay, she's going to buy herself some blending brushes. That will be sorted out throughout the week. Cindy Greer's just put my little guru emoji there. Lisa Carroll, Eanie Barberini, lol, thank you, says the one from Kuwait. Got your brushes, says Cindy Zawalski. Greg Sexton, hello, Cindy. Shah Bissett or Boyset. Cyber hugs and kisses to you. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Much appreciated, Shah Bissett. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And then also another big thank you to Debbie Stevens, Patricia Scala, and James Anderson. Thank you for your support throughout the past 3 weeks. What do we got? We got 15 minutes, people. So any more questions, feel free to fill up these last 15 minutes and bombard me with your questions, or just even if it's about what I do, anything relatable about my art group, if you have questions there or whatever. It doesn't have to be a certain question. That's what this show is all about, answering your questions about anything to do with your art, my channel, schedules, this or that, whatever. Anything puzzling you, here's your opportunity to ask me in the live show. If you're watching the replay, some people do get mixed up. They're watching the replay and they think they're watching the live and they're trying to comment. Your comment will go through as a comment. But the best way for those people, if you don't know you're watching the live or you don't know you're watching the replay and you're not sure, the live, if you're in the live now, the play bar is full red. You cannot fast forward it. You can rewind it, but when you can't fast forward it. But if you're watching the replay, the bar will play like a normal video. You can pause it and fast forward it and so on and so on, okay? That's how you know. But I do know people get mixed up with the live shows and the replays. So Paddy Miner, is Reese still racing? Yes, he's got himself a bigger and newer sim rig. He's getting all that sorted out. I was with him yesterday. I had to put a new starter motor in his motor vehicle because that died. So I had to go and get under the car, take the old one out, put a new one in for him. And that's where I was saying before, where finding time to get in the studio, it's life comes first, social media comes second, okay? But I do still think of all you and like to care for you, and I'm always here for you people as well. I'm not snubbing you off. It's just that things get in the way, and when time permits, I can get in my studio. I'm looking forward to get in there, to get into the mojo again and put all my gear on and start filming again. But like I said, I do have a block. I'm not sure what to paint. I always like to know what I'm going to paint as well. People do give ideas. You can paint this, you can paint that. But at the end of the day, I can paint it, but I've got to also work it out for filming purposes and this and that as well, because I don't want to film me videos to be too technical where, let's say, beginner, because I'm aiming at beginners, to get lost within it and they go, oh, this is just too much. What's going on here? I just like to get it through to them straight and simple, and an effective painting where they go, wow, I like that. And they watch the video, they know how to paint it. So a lot of planets lining up in my mind when I'm doing my filming, but I'm doing it here in Australia, not Carolina, okay? And that's pretty much the vibe of it, what I like to do. Reese still paint. Shah Bissett, when we buy a painting, how is it posted? It's rolled up in a tube. Some little extras are sometimes added in there, and it's posted out to your address that you give, okay? When we buy a painting, how is it posted? Yeah, so now they are rolled up into a tube, and then, yeah, that's how they're done. Lisa Carroll's bought many of my paintings, and yes, you can always ask her. The earlier ones were on a panel, and not all of them got damaged, but because they're on a panel, sometimes they did get damaged, and it was a bit sad for the person of buying it to end up with a bent painting or a chip painting or something. But when they're rolled up into a cylinder, they're pretty much indestructible, unless the mongrels in the postage thing are just playing Star Wars with it and being deliberately bastards about it all, you know. Missy Gold, I have been a subscriber for a long time, but I just joined your club. Oh, thank you very much there, Missy Gold. Yeah, I think there's about 125,000 plus subscribers. So it's pretty hard to keep tabs on who's my subscribers, but just thank you for staying with me and following me and supporting my channel. Any YouTuber, it's you people out there that keep us going, okay? And lo and behold, when it goes good enough where we can drop our normal daytime job and do it full time, then you got us forever and ever. But I just can't make that transition because I wouldn't be able to afford to feed me cats. Lisa Carroll, sorry, got to go. Thank you, Guru. All you do, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Lisa. You have a lovely day. Hi, Greg. Bye, Lisa. Take care. Bye, Lisa. Thanks, Missy. Bye, Barry. Oh, where we go? Noralit. I'm from Venezuela. I love your style. Thank you very much, Noralit. Cindy P made it. Good on you, Cindy P. Cindy Zawalski. I have a class coming up with a few beach things. Beach things are great to paint. They are my favorite. What date is your next live? 3 weeks from today. So put it in your calendar. This time slot, 3 weeks from now. I don't have my calendar on me, but it's every 3 weeks, okay? Missy Gold, my favorite are space, the night sky, and beach paintings. Greg Sexton, I've got to go. Happy paintings, everyone. Can't wait to see your next video. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. Bye, Greg. Bye, Greg, says Cindy, Patty, and Missy. Lola Carter, Steve would not appreciate that. Oh, he doesn't mind. He's pretty good. Renee Costa. Hello, Renee Costa. You are awesome. Thank you very much. Barry Redburn. See you, Greg. Well, we've got about just under 10 minutes to go. I've been at the dentist for the last 3 weeks as well. I had what happened, I was cold milk, went right down and it gave me a throbbing ache. I go, oh, that's not good. I Googled it and it's nerve. Went to the dentist. They could have done a root canal or take it out. Taking it out was a lot cheaper than doing root canal. So I said, it's at the back, take it out. I did keep it because I said, can I keep that? And they go, of course you can. And when I looked at it, where is it now that I'm live on air and I can't find it? It's always there sitting. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a filling in it. But anyway, there's my tooth that I got taken out. I'll just show you there. There's my tooth. She pulled it out, but it has a hairline crack in it And obviously in that crack, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bit of dark staining in there. So obviously over time, dirt was getting in there. And it said, I've had enough. I'm going to your nerves now. And it was painful. So I said, no, take it out. So, and now that it's out, I could see, yeah, it had a good, decent hairline crack in the tooth. And that's where the hot and cold was getting in, affecting my nerves and giving me pain. And the last 3 weeks, I've been backwards and forwards, making sure I don't get dry socket and getting it sorted out. And yeah, so such is having teeth pulled. Oh, not enough food. Oh, yes, I got you there, Lola Carter. Steve won't appreciate that, not having enough food. Yeah, sometimes when you're answering or you're following up from another question, it's always helpful if you put the other bit back in there and follow it up again, because sometimes it's hard to marry that from the one further up before. Okay, it's just easier on the presenter such as myself. Cindy Kowalski, ouch. Yeah, thank goodness for anesthetic. Hey. Tiger Minel. Oh, bad molar. Trigominal. Oh, bad molar. Okay, something to do with teeth. Get an inspiration for painting an Aussie animal. I've done quite a few Aussie animals. Have a look at my YouTube channel there. Go to my videos and just scroll through. Every thumbnail is the actual painting. It's not a reference of the painting. It's the actual painting, okay? And I've done quite a few animals, very many animals. I've been thinking about large stone staircase probably leading to the beach. Just an idea, says Susan Chambers. Shah Bissett, another member. How many cats do you have? I have 3. I have Sturdy Burn. I have Steve. His full name. They've got full names as well. Steve Sprogstein, Mary Lou Jackson, and Bernard Watson. Mary Lou and Bernard are brother and sister. They're black and white. They look like they're wearing a, what's that suit called? I can't remember the name now. What do you call a black and white suit? There's even a movie called, it's lost me mind now. How many cats you have? So I have 3 cats. I forgot, says Lola Carter. Trig Gem in now, nerve damage to the root or jaw. Okay, Lola Carter, thank you for that, for breaking it up. Trigeminal. Tuxedo, that's it. They got the tuxedo going on, the white, the black with the white tuxedo. Thank you very much, Cindy. It does me head in all the time when I'm live and I'm trying to think of such the simplest thing that just don't come out yet. Like you're stuck in the tracks. Tuxedo, it's all coming out now. Might be dreaming about tuxedos tonight. Linda Chamberlain. Steve is the star of the show. Yeah, Steve's, in some of my early videos, you see little snippets of Steve doing his thing there. He's great. My son gave him to me as a little kitten. So much love that cat. Missy Gold. Oh, I'm so sorry. Toothache and earache is the worst pain you can have. Yeah, sometimes because I had to go back several times, sometimes the pain shouldn't have been there, and I can feel it going into my ear. This ear here was getting a bit wet inside, so I knew it was starting to give me some sort of, so I went straight back and they reopened it. Yeah, dry socket, cleaned it out again. You got to do this, you got to do that. So I did everything all over again, but yeah, it's just part of tooth extraction. Barry Radburn, hi Ian, do you mind if I give you a quick phone call when you close down? Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, of course you can, Barry, absolutely. When I close down, you call me straight away, Cobber. Jerry Powell, you are a Barry. See, Barry is a member. Members get the one-on-one video calls, or they can call me. That's another privilege that they get. Jerry Powell, may the moonbeams kiss your dreams. Night, my one and only guru, sending hugs and love. Thank you very much, Jerry Powell. I'm going to be closing up too. Penguin suit, there you go. Lynn Parsons says, yeah, that could be a penguin suit as well. Jerry Powell, please send me the brushes. Yes, I will. It's in PayPal now. So long as you put down it's for the brushes, but I mean your address. Even though I might have sent you something before, put down your address in the new details there. Lola Carter, like another great Jackie Chan movie, the Medallion Tuxedo was awesome. And also The Foreigner of his was wonderful movie, The Foreigner. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up now. So thank you very much for joining my Friday Night Live. Much appreciated. Share, like, and subscribe. And if you're watching the replay and you have a question you want answered in next show, simply write down your answer in the comment and it'll get printed out along with your name and it gets asked and answered. It gets read out in the next show. Okay. Bye, Guru. Thanks, all, says Shah Bissett. So thank you very much for joining. Which computer am I on? I'm on this one. I've got to find the live show so I know where to end it. Here we go. So tell your friends if you like what I'm doing, but if you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody. Goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Uru from the Guru.